So I came to you as the reasons why your hair is not growing. And I promised you I would come to you all to show you how to grow long foresty hair. So as promised, this is that video. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Alright, so again, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're my OG rider guys. I appreciate you all for watching. So let's jump right into the video. We won't have to do too much talking. Number one, I have my points written down too, so if you see me looking down, it's my notes. Number one, you want to have a consistent hair regimen. I've been growing back my hair, especially from postpartum shedding, and you know it's getting there. Still needs some work done, but it's getting there. And I've noticed that I've been more consistent with my hair regimen. Now, I know some people will do once a month sometimes or once every other week. But if your hair is very, very weak, okay, if it's very weak, if it's damaged, if it is shedding like crazy, if you are having tons of breakage, you need to do your regimen once a week. Not once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, once a month. No, if your hair is in panic mode, breakage mode, balding mode, whatever, you need to switch to once a week, okay? And while you're in this mode of doing it once a week so often, you might want to just stick to your own hair or just do wigs. You don't really want to do braids and things like that because that's going to damage your hair even further. You want to be able to get to your hair to be able to wash it weekly. So if you start on Monday, do it every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Be consistent. Just like you want to be consistent in a relationship, you want that girl, that boy to continuously be this way or call you or take you out. That's what your hair wants from you. Your hair wants you to be consistent with it. So treat it well. It's gonna give you those results. But if you just treat it like I'll get to when I get to, it's gonna show like you getting to me whenever you get to me. You ain't got time for it. Okay, that's Number two is, as you always hear, moisturize your hair. Moisture is key, guys. I'm telling you. I know it's the difference when my hair is dry versus when my hair is moisturized, and that's also probably what I put on why your hair is not growing, because you're not keeping it moisturized. It's the same thing of how to grow it. You have to keep it moisturized. So don't be a product junkie, okay? Stick to that one product. That's me saying that, and I'm the biggest product junkie out here. But I know what works for me now, and I know what I need to really stay away from, especially when it comes to the ingredient list. You want to get very familiar with the ingredients list when you're trying to grow your hair. Some people still use parabens and combs and things like that. I would just really try to stay away from them, seriously. Especially if your hair is already damaged and broken. I wouldn't really be using a lot of silicones and parabens in my hair. So keep your hair moisturized and make sure that the first product that's on, the first ingredient that's on the back of those products is water. That's how you know it's a moisturizing product, because water should be the first ingredient on that list. So number three, hot oil treatments. Now, some people talk about this, some people don't. Hot oil treatment and a pre-poo treatment is the same exact thing in my eyes. Some people might look at it differently, but for me, I pre-poo every time I wash, which is also a hot oil treatment, because when I go to pre-poo my hair or hot oil treatment, whatever one you want to use, I go and sit under a dryer and I let those oils seep into my hair. So you can try coconut oil. I know some people are sensitive to coconut oil, so you could do grapeseed and avocado oil. I like to do coconut oil and ghee butter. Ghee is pretty much clarified butter. And if you're like, what in the heck, I'm telling you to do your research, okay? Do your research, because ghee is the bomb for your hair, okay? It is so good for the hair. It helps with thinning, breakage, give you thickness of hair. I mean, it is the bomb. So it's Ghee, ghee. I use that with coconut oil, and I use that in my hair bi-weekly. On the other weeks, I do the next step, which I'm going to be telling you all. So I alternate between these two. But I'm going to start actually doing it again weekly, the hot oil treatment weekly. I just love how it makes my hair so soft. And it also prepares it for when I'm about to shampoo. So make sure that you're getting that hot oil treatment / pre-pooing every week. Every week. If you want to see good results, you got to be consistent with this stuff. 4. Now 4, I know some people are gonna be like, what? First the butter, now this, but 4 is onion juice. OMG. You guys, onion juice is the bomb.com. And I'm gonna link Green Beauty's channel down below because her recipe is like the best. I kept hearing about onion juice for a long time. It's another 4C channel here on YouTube. I think it's 2 of them. I can't think of the names right now, but I'll put their name down just below when it comes to mine. And both of these 4C YouTubers were talking about using onion juice in their hair, and I was just like, "What, baby? What are you talking? Like, what are you saying?" But Green Beauty Channel is the one that convinced me because she was saying if you've been through postpartum shedding, if you've been through alopecia, thin edges, if your hair hasn't been growing the way you want it to, if your hair, you want more of a vibrant color to your hair, then to try this onion juice. So I was like, okay, I've been doing everything else. I'm even using butter in my hair. Why not use the onion too, right? So her thing consists of an onion, a garlic, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. And you guys, I'm telling you, I noticed results in one use, okay? One use. Like, this actually is growing hair now, like Fuzzy's hair. And like I said, it still needs work done, but it's growing in whereas though before, my hair was just stagnant. Like, it was just standing still. And I will wash out, put the herbs and stuff on it, and I'm just like, why is it not growing back? But that onion juice, one use, and my hair was already sprouting. I mean, it is amazing. Now it's going to be a staple in my hair regimen every single week. I will not miss it. With the onion juice, she will explain it in the video, but you don't want to use it more than once in a week. You want to try to just do it every week. It is so good for the hair. The benefits are just amazing. So definitely look into that and try it, and let me know what you think. If you already tried it, or if you're just like, what? If you're afraid to try it, let me know what you think. Okay. So tip number 5 are herbs and Indian powders. You guys, the reason why my hair has been growing back so thick and fast is because I've been using Indian herbs and powders. So like the shikakai, the brahmi, the bringraj, the hibiscus, the nettle, sage, rosemary, lemongrass, all these things like that. These things have been helping my hair grow drastically. And the Indians, the reason why I started doing this because I started researching how to maintain long hair, how to grow it, and then how to retain it. Okay, because those are the 2 problems people have problems with. It's not that your hair isn't growing, it's you're not retaining the length. So Indian women are known for having long, luscious hair. So I want to know, what are they doing that I'm not doing? So the scalp massages, massaging your hair with castor oil, coconut oil, those things help big time. And again, these herbs like amla. Amla is very popular. So the amla, the brahmi, the bringraj, rosemary, all these things are Ayurvedic powders. I don't know which way to pronounce it. Ayurvedic powders. And I'm telling you, you will see your hair do a whole turnaround. It can be a little headache. It can. I admit that. But if you truly want your hair to grow at a good rate, I would try these things out, at least for like 3 months. And see if your hair likes it. If you do, keep it up. I'm telling you, your hair is going on a good path. If you don't have to take it either. But the herbs and the powders are so bomb. 6. I would say, along with your hair regimen, some people don't deep condition all the time, so I just want to put that out there. You know, it should be the obvious. Deep condition every time you wash your hair. Deep conditioning will help so much with keeping that moisture in your hair and keeping that dryness and things out of your mind. I mean, it will keep the dryness and your hair being brittle and snappy and everything like that, you know. I'm getting so tired. I'm saying false. He was saying crazy stuff on his camera. I need to hurry up and get through this. Next thing is protective styling. Of course, everyone talks about it. You can protect the style with your own hair or with wigs, braids, etc. Just do it. Keep your hands out your hair. Make sure they're not tight. And yeah, it's awesome. 8, make sure you're getting your water in. Make sure you're getting your daily doses of vitamins and salads, green leafy vegetables, things with high iron, your vegetables, things like that, so that, you know, it can show on the outside. What you put on the inside will show on the outside. And that also goes spiritually too. But we're not going to talk about it right now. So yeah, make sure that you're giving your hair proper TLC on the outside and the inside of your body. I just mentioned vitamins. Make sure you're also doing regular trims on your hair. Get those little raggedy split ends, single fairy knots. Get all those things out the way so that your hair can properly grow the way it needs to. A lot of split ends and they don't even know it, and that's what's also preventing them from retaining length, is because they have a lot of split ends and fairy knots, things like that they need to just cut out, detangle, and things like that. And also keep your hair detangled. Keeping your hair matted and all gunked up, that's not going to help your hair to grow. Keep your hair detangled. Keep it stretched for the most part. Keep your hair in stretch protective styles. Afros are good every now and then, but afros can also have your hair in that more prone to breaks phase because it's not stretched and detangled. It's kind of, the hairs are just kind of on each other. So last but not least, this is probably number 11 since I added the other one in there, is castor oil with essential oils and wild growth oil. So castor oil, everyone loves castor oil, whether it's Jamaican black castor oil or the regular castor oil. But I don't hear people mention adding essential oils. Add these babies in your castor oil, in the bottle, whatever. You pour it into a separate bottle. Pour like 3, so the castor oil with the essential oils. So again, I hear everyone talk about the regular castor oil, Jamaican black castor oil, and even wild growth oil sometimes. Not as much as the castor oil. But you have to put these essential oils in there. Put like 3 or 4 drops of each one. Shake it up and apply that to your hair every night, your scalp. And massage it with your hands like this. Give yourself a nice little overall scalp massage everywhere and enjoy it, okay? Make sure it's at least for 5 minutes every night, or at least every other night. If you can't do every night, try to do every other night. Alright guys, I'm over here ready to pass out. I'm like really getting tired over here. I should have had my coffee now instead of me having it earlier like I did, because it's wearing off now. But yes, make sure with the castor oil and the wild growth oil, you are putting those essential oils in there. You can do lavender, you can do peppermint. Definitely use peppermint. Peppermint is going to help to stimulate and tingle that scalp to get the blood flow going. Tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil, rosemary oil, lemongrass, oh my gosh, lemongrass oil, sage oil. These oils are going to help to like beast mode the castor oil, beast mode the wild growth oil. Instead of just being on its own, it's going to give it the extra boost that it needs to help your hair to grow. So I hope these 10 tips were helpful. I know I was over here daggone your phone asleep, but I really hope that these 10 tips are helpful, and definitely try them out. You know, I know some of them you're like, oh my goodness, but you just be amazed with what works on your hair. So thank you so much again for tuning into my channel. What do you call that? I'm trying to think right now. Vitamin A, B, C. You know, you all need your vitamins every day. And I believe that um, okay, let me do it again. Make sure you're getting your dark leafy greens in. Or 4 drops of essential oils into your castor oil. So okay, so I can't really fall asleep right here. Okay. Okay, it's time for me to get off. I'm tired.